Hi guys, I am back with video number 4. This is going to put you halfway through the series of 8 educational videos to help you to use your oils more, to look for ways to, look at improving and enhancing your life using doTERRA and our incredible products, which I love teaching about. So excuse me if I get super passionate. It's honestly just because I love it so much and I truly believe they are such a gift and I love sharing them with you. So today, today's topic is oils for every age. Okay, so we're going to actually go through from infancy, like babies, toddlers, teenagers, menopause, like you name it, growing, aging, and all the way to seniors, at how these oils can be super, super effective. Not just our oils, some of our products are incredible and totally are like kind of hiding, lurking in the background that don't get talked about enough. I'm going to bring some of those to the table today. So I'm going to make this as short and effective as I can so that you can get the very most out of it. Don't forget to complete the quick link at the bottom so that you can be prompted to the next video after this. And if you have any questions so far, I hope you're reaching out to the person that sent this to you or to me and letting us know any questions or anything that may not have been answered or anything that has come up for you during this education. Because now that we're about halfway through, you may be thinking about some things and some things may be coming to mind. So please reach out to us. That's what we're here for. We're here to help and we look forward to educating you. So without further ado, let me just share my screen with you and I am going to walk you through oils for every age. Okay, so here we are. This is it. Okay, there we are. So we're actually going to start with oils for every age, starting with our little ones. And so I'm a mom of 3. I've started using my oils with infants. So my youngest daughter now is how old is she? 21 months. And I used my oils from the time we brought her home. Okay. Like from the time she was born to now. And I honestly can't even imagine being a mom without having these oils for an infant baby. So there's a few oils that I highly recommend for little ones. One that's actually not noted in this slide is we've got On Guard Touch, but I actually love our Stronger Blend. Stronger Blend is so incredible. On Guard is mentioned here because you likely got started with On Guard and you have it. So if you're making a 10 ml roller for an infant or newborn, I would actually only do like 1 drop of On Guard in the bottom of a 10 ml roller bottle. Moving up to, maybe 5 or 10 drops for a 1 or 2 year old. You really don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. I've attached a really great dilution chart here in this email. So make sure you click on the dilution chart to give yourself an idea of how to dilute oils for safety for little ones. So doTERRA essential oils are by far the most tested and most trusted essential oils in the world, okay, on the market in the world. We go to great lengths to make sure that they're not only the safest, but also the wisest choice for healthcare for your family. Okay, so to me, this puts my heart and my mind at ease, knowing that doTERRA has taken the guesswork out of this for me and given me the gift of safety. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to recommend here is called Tamer. So this one, if you've got a little baby or somebody with a little baby who's maybe struggling with a bit of a gassy tummy, maybe is a fussy baby in the evenings, isn't sleeping great at night, or is struggling a little, honestly, the Tamer blend is super gentle and it's really, really effective for calming an upset tummy. So this is one that I use for my big kids too, but it's safe all the way to little ones. Another oil that you can use on a really little one is, again, Digestin, or Zengest we call it, and this is our digestive blend called Zengest in Canada. Same thing, you're only going to put 1 or 2 drops into a 10 ml roller bottle and roll it on their tummies. The bottoms of the feet are another great place that you can roll oils on infants and little ones, just because if they have any skin sensitivity, you're likely not going to see that on the bottoms of the feet. So that's a little bit about infants. Some other things that are great for infants and for little ones are our unscented lotion or the baby cream. The baby cream is so nice, you guys. It's lovely. I recommend it. It smells like Serenity. If you haven't tried Serenity yet, you're gonna love it. But here is the unscented lotion. So if you're looking for a nice, clean, non-toxic, really gentle lotion without any oils actually added to it, this one you could do your own. You can, like, I just remember when Goldie was just a few weeks old, I loved to give her a little tiny foot massage, rub her little belly and her back after she'd get out of the bath, and I would use the baby lotion from doTERRA. But you could also do this with the unscented lotion and put a drop of lavender in your hand. Again, this is going to help with personal touch for your little one. It's going to help with connection and bonding, and so they're going to be able to smell that, and it's going to trigger them to remember your love and your touch. So I love using our baby lotion, but the unscented lotion is great too. I need some of that right now. Actually, my hands are a little bit dry. Now, the other really effective and super safe and gentle way to bring essential oils in is with a diffuser. Okay, diffusing lavender and easy air, or lavender and frankincense, is my favorite recommendation for babies and little ones. From the top 10 oils that you might have, lavender and frankincense are amazing. I am going to tell you that I love diffusing Serenity. So Serenity is a synergistic blend that is specifically created for sleep, and so it's super calming and relaxing, and it smells lovely. So I highly recommend the Serenity for diffusing in your little one's rooms. It's not noted here, but I also really love the Kids Calmer Roller for babies. I'll show you. It's going to come up soon, I promise. Okay, so moving on to pregnancy. So this is a season that I have just left and I spent the last 10 years in. Pregnancy brings all sorts of, let's just say, hiccups into your life. But I'm going to tell you that there's a few things that can make a really big difference to your pregnancy and to the health of yourself and your baby during pregnancy. Take digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes actually help to break down your food and help your body to absorb everything that is going in. So that means that it is actually increasing the nutritional content that's actually available to your baby. These actually pass through your breast milk, allowing your baby to have a more settled tummy. And so this is something that if your baby is gassy, or if you're dealing with acid reflux or indigestion, or your baby is, Terrazymes actually go through your breast milk and will help the baby's tummy to help with discomfort as well. Now, Copaiba is something that I would highly recommend to support and boost milk supply. We have a couple other oils. Basil and fennel are also really great for this. But Copaiba also helps to calm anxious feelings during pregnancy. It helps with anxiety. It helps with stress management. It helps with pain. This is sort of a multifaceted oil that I highly recommend taking internally. This one has taken me from a state of panic to a state of calm within minutes. So Copaiba is lovely. It's also great for skin during pregnancy. So if you have any hormonal outbreaks on your skin during pregnancy, Copaiba topically on your skin is amazing. Okay. Here we go. This is what I was going to say. Basil and fennel are also some oils that help to increase healthy milk supply. So I know a lot of women struggle with milk supply, and so these are a couple that I suggest that I think that I know are really good for helping to increase milk. Again, you're just going to take 1 or 2 drops, dilute it with some fractionated coconut oil, and rub around the breast after nursing, so that your skin has a chance to absorb it and take it in, and so that you're ready for the next 2 to 4 hours for your nursing after that. Now, peppermint is one that you actually want to use caution with if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. The only reason I say this is because it can reduce your milk supply. So if you are somebody for whom has a low supply, I would actually avoid using peppermint topically because it could reduce it even further. Now, I am somebody who did not struggle with milk supply, and I used peppermint throughout my pregnancies and throughout my breastfeeding journey, which actually just ended 2 weeks ago, and I've used peppermint totally, and I've been fine. But I say it with caution because it can dramatically affect you if you have a low milk supply, or even just affect you in general. Now, I also have school-aged kids. And so I was just yesterday told that, your kids are so healthy. Doesn't mean we don't get the odd cold or bug that comes through our house. We do. We totally do. And um, when that happens, I am greatly reminded how friggin' wonderful these oils are and how grateful I am to have these products in my hands at arm's reach. So some things that my kids get every single day are probiotics. So my kids have actually been getting probiotics before doTERRA days, but when we got the kids probiotics, my kids were like jumping for joy because they're amazing. They taste like a little pixie stick. They're incredible for gut health, which actually has a major impact on your immune system. And so my kids get probiotics every day. They get our kids chewable vitamins every day, and they get their omegas. My kids actually take them right off the spoon. They taste like wild orange, so they taste really good. So the other thing that they get is elderberry syrup during the cold and flu season. So they do get a little bit of a lineup of things. In the morning before we head out the door, they get these things. And I just made it part of our routine because it's important to me that their brains are developing and that their immune system is supported and that they have good gut health. Because if our guts aren't working, then nothing else is working to its full capacity. So these are things that I have put into our budget that are very important because they don't just impact, whether my kids are healthy or not. They have a massive impact on all areas of their life. And if my kids are thriving and doing well, then I know I'm doing the best job that I can. Like, I'm always just doing my best to put my best foot forward to have the healthiest kids I can. So my kids are, like I said, 21 months, and she actually gets all these things too, 6 and 10. The other thing that you can use on your little ones is On Guard beadlets. And so these are tiny. They're a quarter of a drop of essential oil encapsulated in a veggie gel. So they can actually just put a drop or two in a beadlet into their mouth and swallow it with water. They're so easy. They're literally tiny. So they're super simple and easy for them to swallow. This is a daily immune support, especially during cold and flu season, that I would highly recommend. Whoops. Oh my goodness, sorry. Okay, now here, you guys, I had kind of started to go through some of these kids oils because I love these kids oils, not just for my kids, but for me. They're pre-diluted for ease and convenience. They specifically address the mind, body, and emotions. So going through them super quickly, we have a thinker blend, which is for focus and concentration. So one of my kids, actually two of my kids, sort of have difficulty paying attention, staying on task. And so I use either Intune or this thinker blend, and I'll just put it onto the back of their neck when we really need to focus, like when we're doing some homeschool or before they go out the door to school in the morning. I will get this one on them. I love it. Calmer. I mentioned this one earlier. This one is so good, especially for babies and for kids that need trouble just relaxing and calming their body at night. This one I love it. It's like Serenity, but baby Serenity, okay? And now the blue one there is our soothing blend. So this one is so good for kids that are going through growth spurts or have growing pains or sore body aches. So just a couple weeks ago, my daughter, she's 10, and she said her legs were really sore. And I was like, oh, that's strange. So I ended up, we did the soothing blend, and by that evening she had forgotten about it. And then the next day we just did it again when it came up. And so I love the effectiveness of the kids soothing blend for growing pains or sore muscles. So if you have kids in that season, I highly recommend that one. It's like kids deep blue, like our deep blue that we use as adults. It's for kids. Now the stronger blend, the stronger oil is, I think, my favorite out of all the kids oils. This is the one I use the most. So my kids get this one rolled up and down their spine every single day, without fail. Goldie actually gets it multiple times a day because she has just started going to daycare twice a week. And so I know she's going to be subjected to a lot of colds and flus and bugs that are floating around. She's seeing them for the first time. Now, just last week, I've been told twice now since we've been there, she's the only one that isn't sick. And I'm like, I know. And she's like, what are you doing? And, I shared, and she's like, what's in that oil blend? And she asked me, and it's because I make a big effort into her health, not just for her, but for us. I have these tools, I use these tools, and when I'm preventative and proactive, they work. Okay, don't wait until your kids are sick to start doing these things. You and your body and your kids' bodies will thank you for being preventative. Quite often we don't think about these things until we're in that moment. So my suggestion to you is to really try to look at these things and prevent them from happening, because once you do that, you get into this really good system. Now, the next one is called Tamer. We mentioned that one for tummy troubles or tummy discomfort. So if your kids get a little bit of an anxious belly or they eat something that's upset them, this blend is really easy for them to use. They know which one to go for. Now, the next one is Brave. And so this one is the one that's a little bit of liquid courage. My kids say it smells like candy. To be honest, my kids are super outgoing, very, very social, and they don't need any more bravery. Like, they're too brave, in my opinion, but I know a lot of kids who need some liquid courage, right? They just need that little boost of confidence to get them out the door, get them to a new class, or maybe going into the doctor for the first time, or maybe they're going into the dentist, they're a bit afraid, or hanging out with some new friends. So this Brave blend smells like candy. They love it. My kids like it. They just don't need it, in my opinion. But sometimes we don't know. So giving them the option of which one to use can really help to help them in the situation that they could be in. So Brave is amazing. Now, Steady. So this one is to help calm anxious feelings. Okay, this one is help kind of stabilize mood. To, if you've got a child that's maybe a little uptight or like mood kind of goes up and down. My kids are kind of all over the map, and they both love this Steady blend. So it's kind of like our kids' balance grounding blend. Like we use balance, our kids can use the Steady, and you can use it too. It's lovely. Okay, so going into adolescence, so the tween or teen years. And so these are some things that you may be experiencing for the first time, right? So I'm kind of just stepping into this season with my daughter who's 10, turning 11 in next week. Oh my gosh. The HG skincare line is actually for balancing changing skin. So to be honest, I've used this one too, because like I said in my last video, like I have acne prone skin. And so I've had seasons in my life where I've had breakouts and hormone changes. And this trio, it's so affordable. I think that whole set is under $50, to be honest. Like it's a foaming wash, it's an HG clear stick skin spot remover, like so an acne spot treatment, and then a really incredible lotion. So when my skin is acting up, I will even use this. But if you've got teenagers just starting to maybe wash their faces or their skin is changing, I highly recommend this set for that season. The other thing that is really complementary, especially to teens and tweens, is they're likely not getting the amount of nutrition that they were getting as a younger child, because they're likely wanting to choose their own food. They maybe are starting to have their own money, and maybe they're starting to buy things that you normally wouldn't give to them. So chances are they may not be getting the nutrition that their bodies need to thrive and to really function at their best. And so I highly recommend considering a half dose of our Lifelong Vitality, or even a quarter dose, like one of each of these from the age, maybe 11 or 12 and up, is going to really supplement, especially their brains are working overtime. They're probably not getting enough sleep, and they're not getting the nutrition that they need. So this is going to support them on so many levels. Here we go. What's next? Now, another couple ones, diffusing. You guys, this is a way that you can kind of help them without them accepting your help. Diffusing is a really great mood support, but from my experience, most teens absolutely love diffusing. So if you have a teenager at home and you're wanting to support their mood, get them a diffuser. There's some super cool ones. This one, Onyx, I think it's called, it's so beautiful. It's such a gorgeous diffuser. I would highly recommend. It comes in marble or in black, and they're both gorgeous. I actually haven't got this one yet. It's on my wish list, and I really want to add it to my collection, but I have to wait until I actually need another diffuser. Okay, so diffusing in their rooms to help them with sleep, to help them with concentration and focus for when they're studying or doing homework. It's a really great way to enhance and support their mood. Now, girls, I'm talking to you. So this is one where I have had so many moms say, help me, I don't know who my daughter is anymore. Like, and I'm not saying that I'm not one of them. I've had those moments already with my daughter, and it's scary. And so I know that they don't want to be acting the way they are, and I know that their moods are really struggling, but it's not their fault. Their hormones are adjusting, and we just need to support them and love them and help them with any tools that could be available. And you guys, I would highly recommend Clary Calm. It is for consistent hormone support. So this is one that's going to help regulate and balance hormones and support mood. Okay. Like I can't say enough good stuff about this one. They can roll this one on their wrists. They can put this one on their tummy for bloating. They can do this for irregularity with cycles. This is anything it's called our women's monthly blend for a reason. So I reach out to me if you're curious more about that one, but it's such an incredible blend. I think it's around $30 and it's worth every penny. Now going into adulthood and just this season even that I'm in, you've heard me talk about this before, but if you are struggling with lack of energy, mental clarity, any brain fog, if you've got any inflammation going on, if you're not sleeping your best, if you are struggling with your immunity or your stress management or your anxious feeling, anything like that, I'm going to recommend Lifelong Vitality. And literally, it completely changed my life. Like you already heard me talk about it in video 2 in our supplements, so I'm not going to go too far into it, but if you haven't started Lifelong Vitality yet, I would just give it 30 days. Like start with a half dose, give it 30 days, and just your body will thank you. I'm not going to say anymore because I could go on and on for an hour about this one, but adulthood using Lifelong Vitality is incredible. Here we go. The other ones I already mentioned, did I talk about this one yet? I think I did. Yeah, digestive enzymes. So to be honest, I would start with 1 or 2 per day and see how your body feels. Like I take 1 a day and I'm grateful for that. Like I'm about 120 pounds and I don't eat big meals. If I were to eat bigger meals, I would probably take more, but I'm more of a snacker. And so I find taking 1 a day, it does make my body good, but my husband does take this with every meal. And he does not like leave the house without this because it is incredibly supportive to his guts and his reaction to food. And so try that. Now, you've also heard me talking about adding citrus oils to your water. I have lemon going in my water right now. I just have 1 drop in this 32-ounce jug of water, but try 1 or 2 drops. Start there and always add citrus oils to your water. Like once you start doing it, you'll notice you're gently cleansing. Your body is getting the impurities melted away, and it's helping to release those chemicals and toxin buildups that happen in your body. Just think how we can clean with it. It's literally cleaning your body the same way. So that's very, very cool. And like I said before, they're not only safe for ingestion, they're recommended for ingestion. So that's something that I find fascinating and so cool about doTERRA. So try some oils in your water. It could be lemon, wild orange, grapefruit, Smart and Sassy for metabolism. Green Mandarin is amazing. Those are just a couple that you could try. Now, for oils for every age, you guys, if you haven't diffused Citrus Bliss yet, I highly recommend it. There's some other great blends. Like look at some of our blends and really they're so good for diffusing. I love Citrus Bliss. I love Motivate. Peace is really nice at nighttime. Today I had Citrus Bliss and Rosemary going in my diffuser. Some other ones, lemon, lavender, and peppermint during seasonal change, like for allergies is a great one. I could go on and on with diffuser blends, but instead check out the ebook that I've attached full of diffuser blends for you. So topically, some oils that I love and use daily. I love Motivate for getting me out the door, getting me to move my body, kicking my butt to get me to the gym, or right now I'm doing home floats, and so I have my wrist, inhale, put it onto the back of my neck. It's actually a little bit cooling too, so try that one. It's so good if you need a little bit of a boost. Now, the other one that I swear by and that I use very, very regularly, I keep it in my purse, I have it in my car, I keep it in my office, is Adaptive. And so I am somebody for whom struggles with a bit of anxiety and high energy. And so Adaptive is so good for helping to calm my anxiety and help me battle and deal with my stress. And I already mentioned stay in the game. You don't want to use more than 24 drops of essential oils internally. So I've had a couple people be like, is 10 drops too many in a day? No, it's not. You're totally fine. So grapefruit, lime, tangerine, I already mentioned quite a few others, but those are so good for optimal health. And like I've said, they're recommended for internal use. So stay in the game. And do your oils internally. Now, the glory years, okay? So something I'm going to recommend here is with the growing glory years is to really make sure that you are diluting your oils with a fractionated coconut oil, because your skin could be becoming more sensitive. It could be thinning, right? And so essential oils are potent. We've already talked about how pure and potent they are, and that makes them very effective, but it also could make them very sensitive to your skin. And so certain oils, especially the ones like On Guard, cinnamon, oregano, those are all really hot oils. Even deep blue and peppermint could be really strong for your skin. So I'm going to really recommend diluting them and using that dilution chart that I have attached here to make sure that you're using the right amount for your skin and in your roller models. Okay. And now, you guys, I can't say enough good stuff about it. It's doTERRA's #1 selling product for a reason. It is for every age, okay? If you're not taking a really good quality vitamin, your body is likely not getting what it needs, especially during these years. So supporting your joints, helping like bone health, improves energy, protects and nourishes your brain, helps you to reduce inflammation. Like, I could go on and on and on about all of these things, but you already know because hopefully you've watched the last videos on lifelong vitality. Here's what I quickly mentioned just a second ago, bones, okay? So especially women, this bone nutrient complex maintains healthy bone mass and density. So as women, we quite often are depreciated of calcium as we get older. We are losing that. And so especially if you've had children in your life. So this is something that I'm going to start taking. I've bought it. I just got to add it into my routine now. And so this provides 100% of the daily recommended amounts of calcium and magnesium. It also contains vitamin D2 and D3. And so we really want to protect our bone mass and density as we age. Now, that's it. I think some other, I'm just going to mention one other one that actually wasn't on here, but for those glory years and for aging, something that comes up a lot is pain management. Okay, like I understand that your body is maybe taxed, and so if you want to keep physically active and you really maybe you're struggling with some pain, so an oil that is really, really great is called Deep Blue. And so Deep Blue is a synergistic blend created by doTERRA, and we have it in oil form or we have it in lotion form. And so that is one that is really, really helpful. Another one that is super gentle and very effective is Copaiba or Copaiba. This is one that you can use directly on your skin, on your elbows, on your shoulders, on your knees, whatever area is bothering you. Try Copaiba. Copaiba topically for arthritis, for pain management, and maybe any inflammation that you've got going on in an area. Copaiba and Deep Blue are both really, really effective. So I didn't want to just go on without mentioning those two because I truly believe that they're very, very helpful. Okay, now I've said this before, but I'll say it again. There's 3 types of people that usually get started with doTERRA. The first is a customer, and you really are using, loving, and committed to this lifestyle. You're growing, you're changing, but you could be kind of thinking about how to share these oils with other people. And that's my job, is to help you do that. And so if you're somebody that maybe you'd like to host a class, or you really want to help your sister get started, or maybe you were thinking about your mom during this, consider maybe hosting a class. Maybe it's time to start sharing those oils and helping other people to have these same benefits, right? Like, I consider myself maybe being selfish if I don't tell people about how impactful and helpful these tools can be in my life. And if maybe you've been watching this far and you're like, I think I could do this. Like, I could probably do what Ashley's doing. I could probably teach others about this lifestyle, and I really would like to be rewarded financially. Or maybe you're looking for a way out right now of your current job or situation, and you see what I'm doing and you think, hey, that looks pretty cool. It is pretty good. I've said it before, I'm rewarded generously with an incredible compensation plan. And if you are somebody that is considering that, just let me know. Reach out to us. There's no harm in asking any questions. Okay. So this one was a bit longer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to learn more, you're ready for the next video, complete the quick link at the end of this. Complete the quick link at the end of this, and it'll prompt you over to our next video, which I think is video number 5. And I want to say it's pain management, but I could be wrong. So correct me if I'm wrong. But I look forward to seeing you there, and I'm excited to keep on this journey together. I hope you're using, loving, and sharing your oils. So have an awesome day, and we will see you soon.